short and sweet, simple, and even trite, but they have helped me enormously. And I hope you'll find that at least useful in the exciting days that lie before you. The first is, don't overpromise. I see this all the time. People promising to submit a memorandum to the President of the United States on Tuesday, only to finish it early Wednesday morning. People committing to deliver a completed action plan and instead offering a solution to only one aspect of the problem. People in the business world promising to produce a product and deliver it to the market this year, only to run into production problems and delaying the next year. People forecasting earnings of X, only to deliver X minus 5%. My advice is simple. Do the opposite. Be that person that under-promises, and for God's sake, never over-promise. It's like when I get home at 7:30. If I tell my wife I'll be home at 8, and I get home at 7:30, I ain't making it. But if I tell her I'll be home at 7, and I get home at that exact same 7:30, I ain't making it all. Either way, I got home at 7:30. But one way I'm a hero, the other I'm a dog. My experience has been that if you produce beyond the expectations of the American people, or beyond the expectations of your boss or client, you'll have a hard time not being given more and more responsibility. Second, always do quality work. You've heard it a zillion times here at State, and I guess it can't hurt to hear it once more, but it's true. There absolutely is no substitute for quality work. If you want to do it right. My experience has been that a job well done is the best advertising you can have. The opposite, of course, is also true. It's like this friend of mine in the movie business once said to me. He said, Erskine, if you make a bad movie, the people will not come, and you cannot stop them. If you think about it, you've got it right. It's kind of reverse logic, but it's true. If you make a bad movie, the people will not come, and you cannot stop them. Which brings me to my third word. Encourage creativity and embrace change. Encourage people to look for a better way to get the job done. I believe that principle goes hand in glove with surrounding yourself with really good people and then listening to them. If you're going to be successful, you can't ever believe that the way you're doing it today is as good as it can be done. My experience is your process and your product is never as good as it can be. You can always find ways to improve. Let me give you just one example of how important I think encouraging creativity can be. When I was named the head of the Small Business Administration in Washington, I held a series of town hall meetings to listen to the concerns and ideas of our small business owners. As I traveled around the state, I heard over and over again the same complaints about the bureaucracy and the nightmare forms you had to fill out to get an SBA loan. One small business owner even stood and said, Erskine, I'd rather throw up than have to borrow money through an SBA. When we did something unusual for folks in Washington, we listened to our customers. And I asked our district directors, career employees from around the country, to come together with their ideas as to how they felt we could improve our products. Well, believe it or not, these frontline providers of services have never, ever been as arrogant as to how we could do our job and do it better. Well, they responded immediately. But let me show you the results. In this hand, I hold what was an application for an $18,000 loan from the SBA. It is enough to make you want to throw it. In this hand, I hold the new application. You can make a difference. You can make substantive change, even in the government. But you have to create an atmosphere that encourages creativity. You must embrace change and treat it as your friend. I have never, ever believed that acceptance of the status quo is the way to go. Not while I was in the business world, not in my civic activities, not in the SBA, not in the White House, and you can bet your bottom dollar, not here at NC State. I have always believed that you should set high standards and hold people accountable. You must establish goals, objectives, and timelines to get the job done. And if you do, people will perform beyond your, and even more importantly, beyond their own expectations. Never believe you got it right. Always look at people who will believe you can make it better. Fourth, take time to add to the woodpile. My dad used to say that all of us have a responsibility to add to the community woodpile. He instilled in his kids a belief that everyone needs to take time to help their fellow man. He stressed that anyone can be there for you when you're up, but it's the good ones who are there for you when you're down. You know, I have always found that it's been busy. People like Jeff Friday, Dick Spangler, Dick Rock, Jim Woodward, people who are incredibly busy, who somehow or another find the time to help someone or do something significant for their community. And you know what? It doesn't matter a bit if you're to the right of Dixie Hills or to the left of Ted Kennedy. Each of us can find the time to try our own to make this world a better place. Martin Luther King Jr. said that life's greatest question is, what are you doing for others? Believe me, it's a question that's not always easy to answer. Our time, money, and energy are precious commodities. It's often hard to really want to give these away. But when you do give to your community, when you do add to that proverbial woodpile, I promise you that you will experience a pride and sense of purpose like no other. Which brings me to my last and most important piece of advice. Save time for your family. There is nothing in my life that has meant more to me than my wife and 3 kids. I don't think anyone really knows what love is, or for that matter, parents, a labor of love, until you have a family. So when you look for a job, look for a family-friendly place to work. One that encourages you to spend time with your family. Then do it. Spend time with your spouse. Spend time with your kids. Build up those memories. Believe me, it's those memories that will sustain you during the good times and the bad. So as you finish your time here at NC State, and you move on to the challenges that await you out there in this great knowledge-based global economy, I hope you'll take a few of these simple principles along with you. But just remember, set goals for yourself. Develop career passions. Find people and causes that you care about and search for outside interests and activities that will challenge you. Stay in touch with your classmates sitting around